15. Verse 11, Matthew 15:11, revised and updated version, Matthew 15:11. Read with me there, everyone. It's not what goes into the mouth that defiles a man, but what comes out of the mouth, that's what defiles a man. Look at me, it's been 2 weeks already. Those who came last week and the week before, remember that we've been teaching here on Thursday about the tongue, that you have to be careful with what you say. What defiles a man is not what goes in, but what comes out of his mouth. What you say can cause discord. It can cause irritability, arguments, discord, yes or no, but it can also bring unity, peace, and joy. Have you ever had the experience? Have you ever experienced this? Have you heard a word that someone said to you, and at that moment your blood boiled? Who has been through this? At that moment your blood boiled. Has it happened to you or not? Right? Because that word someone said to you caused revolt, anger, indignation, discord. You got offended, and then the confusion started. But how many times did it come from you? And sometimes sorry, and sometimes you knew you shouldn't have said it. But you went ahead and said it. You gave the person an answer. You said something to them. You already knew things were going to get ugly, but even so, you said it. Then you made that discord. Because what contaminates is not what goes in, it's what comes out. So, if you read with me there in Tiago, I'm about to finish, but it'll be quick. Tiago 3:10, put it there, Tiago 3:10. Read it with me, everyone. Out of the same mouth comes blessing and what? Mouth and cursing. My brothers, it is not right that these things should be this way. Can a spring pour out both sweet and bitter water from the same place? Is it possible, my brothers? Can a fig tree produce olives or a vine produce figs? In the same way, a saltwater spring cannot yield fresh water. What does that mean? If a person belongs to God, what will come out of their mouth? Discord, offensive words, discord, curse. No, if I belong to God, what comes out of my mouth builds up, blesses, unites, brings peace, makes things calm down. Then the person claims to belong to God, but only curses come from their mouth. Can a spring pour out both fresh and salty water? No, it's either fresh or it's salty. Either it's from God or it's not. If you belong to God in your house, you'll speak good things. Your words will bring peace, reconciliation, not discord. Who understands me? That's why, once again, I'm teaching you, you must be careful with what comes out of your mouth. These days, we went to help someone, a young man. I'll tell you because you don't know who it is. Anything you tell us about your life, no one will know. Amen. I'm only telling you because you have no idea who the person is. But the problem was the son. The problem was the son. The son was rebellious, on drugs, aggressive, and indifferent to everything, including God. In the end, we found out that the problem wasn't the son, the problem was the mother. Because the mother kept nagging him, the mother kept bothering him. The mother wanted to make her son become what she wanted him to be. And she kept pushing and filling the boy's head. Then the boy would rebel. But whose fault was it? Whose? The mother's. But I want what's best for my son, I know. But your words, what comes out of your mouth, can create a good reaction in the other person, or it can cause a rebellion in the other person. You know that the more you insist, the more you talk, the more you want to impose your will. For the husband, wife, child, or anyone, the effect is the opposite. If you take a child, I always say this, and I'm going to say it again. If you take a little child and say to them, don't put your finger in the socket, what are they going to do, huh? They're going to do it. So if you tell them not to do it, that's when they're going to do it even more. So the secret is not to talk. The secret is not to bother. Your words have to reach the person's ears and bring about good things. Amen. Have you ever stopped to think that sometimes what you've been saying at home is what's driving your family away from God? Have you ever stopped to think that what you've been saying to your husband or your wife is what's driving them away from God and from you as well? Because when someone keeps insisting, they keep bothering. No one can stand it. Who agrees with me? She's encouraging people to come to church and change. I know, but that's not how it works. So you have what you say will cause a reaction in the person, good or bad, depending on what you say. Who belongs to God? The words are sweet, the words are of peace. The words that come out of her mouth. She makes everyone else feel comfortable and not outdated or upset. You can't. The source either gushes fresh water or salt water at the same time. It's either salty or it's fresh. Whoever belongs to God cannot come out of that person's mouth. What is evil? Who belongs to God? From your mouth come words that build up. Amen, guys. Are you understanding, yes or no? Stand up for a minute, please. You're leaving now. But was it worth it for you to come? Yes or no? Was it worth it for you to come? What contaminates a man? What goes in or what comes out? What comes out? What comes out of your mouth? It will either make your family member convert or rebel even more. We already know many people who used to complain about their family, who said their family was terrible. But later we found out that the problem wasn't the family. The problem was with whom? With her. With her. Never tell a family member they have a demon, belong to the devil, or are possessed. You can never treat your family members with the language you use in church because they don't understand. Yes or no? Be patient with the person. Your words, you have to make them feel good around you and not uncomfortable. I've seen many family members saying, no, I don't. I don't even go near Fulano or Chiclano because he says the same thing every time. I can't take it anymore. Every time he keeps talking in my ear. So, did you get it? Yes or no? I don't know. It can only be the devil putting it in the person's head that if they talk more, it will have an effect. It won't make things worse. The less you talk, the better. The more you talk, the worse it gets. Amen. Next week, we will continue talking more about this. Put your hand on your heart.